Hey guys, it's your boy the Invisible Eye here, and today we are gonna do another review. Today we are gonna do the review of the latest movie, Thunderbolts. So, just a disclaimer right here: if you haven't gone see the movie, and you don't want to see and you don't know any spoilers about the movie, please make sure you leave and you can come back right after whenever you see the movie. So I'm gonna give y'all 3 seconds to leave. Three, two, one. So let's get on into it. So first off, how what rating would I give this movie? Oh, honestly, out of a 10, I will give this movie a solid good 9 out of 10, y'all. This, I think, it's safe to say that it looks like Marvel is finally coming back with movies and to actually make it decent movies. Yeah. The only reason why I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10, just because that and this is the only one reason for me. It may be petty, but hey, a review's a review. Um, I just don't like the fact that you in the trailer and then in like the title screen you see like Bucky, Yelena, Red Riot, U.S. Agent John Walker, and then after basically everybody in the Thunderbolts team except, and then you see Taskmaster too. But here's the thing, y'all. Let me tell you, I found this hilarious. They put Taskmaster in the trailer and in the title screen, and you'll be thinking, okay, cool. Taskmaster is gonna be part of the Thunderbolts team. People, they killed her off so early in the film, and then she wasn't even part of the team. I'm like, bruh, she got killed off like 10 minutes in the film. But basically, what this movie was basically about. One thing I do like about this movie, like I said, overall, I think the pacing was great about this movie. I like how for the whole like assembling of the team, they all basically like kind of like focus on like this movie generally. I would say it was focused around Yelena, but I like how the fact that the way that they connected the whole team of how they all got together was that everybody would basically like have some sort of loneliness from them. Like Yelena, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm just Yelena's father, like the Red Wyatt, I think if I said it wrong. No, not Red Wyatt. That's another name. I forgot his name, but yeah, Yelena's father, he was basically lonely by himself because he hasn't talked to he didn't talk to her for like a year, and then his other daughter died, and he just stuck at home by himself. John Walker, his family left him, his wife and baby left him, and then we got Ghost, who was basically that. She's basically alone because she's like a fugitive running away from people. And then we got Bucky as well, and Bucky's kind of like by himself as well. So basically, what they use to connect with each other was basically like their sense of loneliness, and like how they don't have to be lonely anymore, and they have each other to keep them company, which I really like. And then let's get on to that new guy, Bob slash Sentry, bro. And then I'm gonna be all over the place, but Bob. So stick with me, yeah. But back to what I'm saying, Bob. I will call him like I wouldn't call him really the villain, but he was like half. He was like kind of the villain, like slash antagonist for the movie. But yeah, basically how we meet Bob is basically like I said, the film was focused on Yelena. It looks like she was working for the CIA, and they kept sending her on missions, and she kept completing them. And then they decided that they wanted to get rid of her. So what they did was they sent her on a mission, and come to find out that the CIA, I say the CIA, but they call another organization, but that's basically who they were basically. But I will say, but let me not say the CIA, but let's say this organization, they also had John Walker, Ghost, Taskmaster, like all of them working for them was separately, but they didn't know. So they basically gave them all the same mission to either basically go take each other out and kill each other because because this organization didn't really find them useful anymore, and that's how the Thunderbolts formed because obviously they, other than Taskmaster, because like I said, Taskmaster, she got done dirty because she got killed quick by Ghost. But yeah, they basically formed like an alliance to try and take down this organization, and to also kind of like save Bob, because Bob was the person that they met in the vault, and we come to find out that Bob was basically a superhuman that they were experimenting on. That, and let me tell you about Bob. Bob, I basically call him the Superman of the film. He basically is Superman of the MCU. This guy can, I call him Superman. This guy can fly. He has telekinesis. He has heat vision. He has super speed. He's invulnerable. There was a whole fight scene where Bob was fighting him, Winter Soldier, U.S. Agent, Alien, basically everybody in the Thunderbolts. He was doing them dusty, bro. He was doing them dusty, and after we had a scene where Bob, they I re like I said, because Bob was the antagonist, they kind of like made him a little bit evil. They didn't make him evil, but they were manipulating him, like the organization or the head of the organization was basically trying to manipulate them to work for them. But then after they turned on him because Bob actually has sense, and he basically used to like, if I have all this power and I'm this powerful, why do I have to listen to you? So they try to kill him. And we know what happens when, they try and kill a powerful being. He starts to turn, and then we have, and then this is where I say like Bob, like if he was a actual like villain, this guy would be an Avengers level threat, because like, the Thunderbolts really could not do nothing for them at all. Like they couldn't do a single thing to him. Like he was like he did basically like out the void, some void like avoidability. Well, he was just sending people to like what I would call like the hell or purgatory of the MCU, where you're just basically in like a room and you are constantly living out your worst like moments of your life over and over again as like a form of torture. And he was just sending like basically the whole city of New York, like the whole city of New York was about to get basically get sent to the void. But anyway, let me stop like over there. I don't want to like really go through the whole movie and digress. Like I don't want to break down the whole movie for y'all. I still want y'all to go see it, and because like I said, this movie was a pretty good movie. Yeah, I like the comedy. They had a little bit of comedy there. Like I said, the pacing was good. The comedy was great. I feel like they like what I'm trying to say is like, I feel like the comedy for like this Marvel movie was like, it was a good enough. It was a well enough like level of comedy. Like they didn't really over like do it with the jokes. They had some funny scenes. Yelena's father, he was hilarious throughout the whole film. I love this character, and yeah. So, what I do want to lastly talk about is I would say is a post credit scene. So the post credit scene, the first one we got was just basically Yelena's father. Oh yeah, sorry about that, y'all, because at the end of the film, when they basically got the Thunderbolts basically got announced as, they basically announced themselves as the new Avengers, because that's now what they're calling themselves now. So basically, they're supposed to be the new Avengers now. But yeah, the post credit scenes is basically Yelena's father. uh, the first one was just him, like goofy scene of him just advertising like the cereal brand, because they had some Weetabix cereal with their mascot, or they basically had with the what am I trying to say? Yeah, sorry. They had the cereal with themselves branded on it, and then he basically wanted to try to sell his cereal. But yeah, that's the first post credit scene, and the second post credit scene is where the most interesting one was that they take you a year and like basically 14 months later, and you have they're basically now in the new like Avengers headquarters, and they're basically right now having like a little like debate slash like argument with Sam. Like Sam is like Sam Wilson, and we know obviously is the new Captain America. So apparently he's trying to make a new Avengers, like he's trying to form his own Avengers. But then the problem is they were already declared the Avengers, and they are basically like were discussing about how Sam's trying to buy the rights to the name Avengers, and it was actually it was just some it was just something basically trying to figure like who's going to be the Avengers now, because apparently Sam didn't want to join their team. He wants to make his own Avengers, and then they don't want to be part of. They don't want to basically like be part of Sam's team, and all that drama. But anyway, we get to the end of Avengers Tower, and then they get like some distress call about extraterrestrial life, or like a new life form is coming to Earth that they don't know about. So when they pull up the feed, they see a spaceship, and on that spaceship you see the Fantastic Four logo on it. So that's interesting because we know that if you haven't seen the trailer for the Fantastic Four, that basically is set in basically like I think a later timeline than what what is like. It's not in the timeline for this film, and the timeline for the Fantastic Four film is a little bit before. So, like it's more in the past than in the present. So this spaceship's coming and it's making me seem like I don't know, they found a way to time travel, or they found a way to either like time travel or if transfer world, and now they're coming, or transfer like dimensions, or different multiverse, and then they'll basically come to this one now. So it makes me think that maybe something happened to their world, or something happened where they had to leave or time travel. But yeah. But other than that, y'all, that's gonna be my quick review of the Thunderbolt film. Like I said, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. Movie was great. I overall enjoyed this movie. Y'all should go see it. Yeah, I feel like the cast was great. Everybody, all the roles were good. I love the villain. I wouldn't call Bob like a villain, but I like Bob's character. I like Leanne's character. I like what they did with the character. I like everything about the film. The pacing was fine. Everything was good. But yeah, other than that, y'all, that's gonna be my review on the Thunderbolts film. And yeah, I'm the Invincible, and peace out, y'all.